y'all, it's Dalanie.
And it's Katie, and this is Classically Black Podcast,
where we talk all things classical music and being black in the profession.
with trap beats playing in the background.
Hey y'all, so we're going to get right into the episode this week.
Yeah. We have a reservation.
Yes, we do.
We love y'all though. We also squandered 3 hours of our time.
Right.
Well, not squandered. No, we worked for most of that.
We did.
For like most of it, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, so never mind, take that back. It's going to be what it's going to be, period.
Okay, getting to the news this week. First, we have our own announcement. Our live stream for May is coming up on May 19th. Yeah, at 5:30 p.m. You'll see us post it on social media. That's for our patrons. You can join our Patreon for as little as $1 a month to get access to the live stream. And we might be asking y'all for questions, right?
Yeah.
Because we're doing a...
Oh, we should have asked them right now.
What do you mean?
The form. Are we doing that?
Well, yeah, but by the time they hear this, it'll be up, right?
That's what I'm saying. Are we announcing the form or no?
Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah. So we asked y'all for questions. We're doing like a Hot Ones type interview thing. So we're going to ask y'all for questions and stuff. And of course, it's like they got to be trifling because it's like...
make them trifling. This is your one shot.
Because it's like we got to pick whether or not we going to eat the hot wing or we going to answer the question. So they have to be... the questions got to live up to that. It can't just be, what's your favorite color?
I mean, if you want to... I don't know.
You gotta be like, what's the color of your panties? Like,
no. What panties?
Your question, I was just gonna say.
They think we freaked out.
Between last week and this week,
they gonna be like, first of all, they don't even answer your little form. It was all y'all. We crafted those.
This freakily black podcast.
Yeah, like.
Okay, but yeah, May 19th, 5:30 p.m. Pacific. We'll be on live. And if you can't make that time, also Patreon gets like the lives, they get the link to the lives once they're over, so you can watch them anytime. Okay, news this week, here we go. Getting into this, the National Endowment of the Arts has withdrawn some of their major grants. Since a wide range of arts organizations have had major grant funding withdrawn following Donald Trump's proposal that the National Endowment for the Arts be eliminated in his next budget. Some of the groups that were affected by this are the Chicago Symphony, the Berkeley Repertory Theater, Central Park Summer Stage in New York City, Chicago Area Arts Organization, Arts Education Nonprofit Open Studio Project. I also saw LA Chamber Orchestra.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Was affected as well. It says that hundreds of arts organizations across the country of all sizes have received emails last week informing them that the grants that they have been relying on will be terminated. They were sent from a generic government address and arrived just a few hours before this was announced by the Trump administration. It says that in these emails, the National Endowment of the Arts claimed that it was, quote, updating its grant-making policy priorities to focus funding on projects that reflect the nation's rich artistic heritage and creativity as prioritized by the president, and that consequently, the NEA will be terminating awards that fall outside of these new priorities. So this obviously is an expansion of him also trying to cut services at the Institute of Museum and Library Service. And also the National Endowment of the Arts is 0.003% of the federal budget. But for whatever reason. Yeah.
All right. We'll see you on the other side, hopefully.
Yeah. The National Endowment of the Arts has awarded $5.5 billion in grants since it was founded in 1965. So obviously a big pillar in the arts community being struck down once again. So we hate to see it. This is a mess.
It's really like okay.
Okay. Well, the Pulitzer Prize winners were announced. I literally just caught this. I think it was maybe yesterday or today. Oh, James won for the book.
I bet.
But it turns out it actually, it was a weird process. I read a little bit about it online. It was a weird process. It actually wasn't in the top three, but they couldn't decide on the top three, and none of them got the majority. So then they went back to the drawing board, and then somehow they went to the top. So I don't know, but National Book Award, Kirkus Prize, and Pulitzer, like, put his foot in that.
I gotta read it.
like every single, he did that. If I could write like that, maybe I can. Who knows?
I'm about to say. Set up for your forthcoming novel. Just mentioned it actually before we started recording.
Well, we'll see.
So you don't want to share it with our friends and family? Are you saying our listeners are our friends and family? Y'all hear that? That's why nobody want to join our rinky-dink Patreon. They don't.
That's crazy. Well, we all have things that we could share. You shared a little bit, but why don't you go further?
Well, I already went, like you said, so
well,
tell them you love them.
You just love you guys,
you believe
especially on Patreon. I love you guys more. Exactly $1, $3, $5, or $7 more, depending on what tier.
Depending on what you get.
Somebody was like, you should have a $10 tier. I'm like, we too humble. Yeah, $50 tier.
You have to say,
I just went on somebody. They tier. I mean, some people got some crazy Patreon tiers.
Yeah,
we like some people $50 a month, $100 a month.
The read ain't $100, but the read is high.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the read anymore. It's Kefiri's.
What to say for all that? Listen, we'll do a $500 a month tier. We'll come and we'll rub your back. Here we go.
Yep. Dalanie starts.
I was gonna say we concubining for. Oh, okay. Dang, I just bastardized this lady's thing. So, Pulitzer Prize for Music was just awarded to the composer and percussionist Susie Ibarra for her work Sky Islands, which draws attention to the Earth's biodiversity, changing climate, and global community practices. Her work premiered on July 18th to 2024 at the Asia Society in New York, which also commissioned the work. And it says here that it was awarded for its ability to, quote, challenge the notion of the compositional voice by interweaving the profound musicianship and improvisational skills of a soloist as a creative tool. So, yeah, if you want to listen to it, I will link, there's an excerpt in the article and stuff like that of her playing it. And she also has an ensemble with her. She has an 8-piece ensemble, flute, piano, 2 pianos, percussion, plus a string quartet. So, yeah.
Congrats, girl.
Yeah, congrats. Moving on.
Oh, period. Time for the intermission. I don't remember how many I said because I told this intermission in the car. And this week we don't have intermission. That's okay. Okay. This is not.
What was it again?
It was.
I wrote it down.
It's been a busy week.
It's been like 2 weeks since I literally wrote it down. Oh, did I? I definitely wrote it down somewhere.
No, you wrote it down.
Well, where did I write it down?
That's the mystery.
Oh wait, here it is.
We're gonna do it.
Something invents. Oh, you don't want to say it?
I mean, it don't really matter unless you got something.
I'm gonna need me another
week. Okay, so there's no intervention this week.
My bad, y'all.
But let's do. I don't think we could do like what's bringing. Oh, this will be a segue. Like, what's been bringing you joy lately?
What's been bringing me joy lately? Life is a blur. Jesus. But things have been bringing me joy because it's not trifling. It's a little weird. I started reading fan fiction, which I did once a little bit, like a couple years ago. I was like, "Oh, I should get into this," and then I never got into it. I've been reading nonstop Levi Ackerman fan fiction for those who watch Attack on Titan, which we're all in company. You haven't met Levi yet, but I had Katie watch Attack on Titan with me last week or something like that. So she'll soon.
It was cool. I wasn't like, I don't like subtitles like in general. I find them distracting. Like I have some friends who must watch with, I think you changed one, who must watch with subtitles, which I understand that because sometimes you can't hear. And then, and two, I feel like I can't like relax and then like, I can't relax and enjoy something if I'm like having to read it. Like I'll watch it again for sure because I was like, all right, put another, what's the next one? Like it was interesting, but like I just in general just don't really like subtitled stuff.
And the thing is, like, if it was a different anime, maybe I would be like, I haven't once you start watching stuff subbed and anime, even though I have watched dubbed anime, I used to watch Naruto dubbed. I'm actually watching it subbed right now, but it just feels so weird. Why y'all ain't talking in English? Like it just feels weird. That. But a lot of people really don't care, and you might like it. It's just that I know the experience that I had watching Attack on Titan. I watched it subbed, so in order, like, I just don't know if the dub is good or what.
I might try watching it dubbed on my own. Oh, sorry, that's our thing. That could be our thing.
I wanted this to be our thing just because, like, okay. I want you, because there's so many twists and turns in that show.
You heard it here first. Dalanie loves me.
I said that weeks ago.
After I forced you to say it.
Well, I told you that we could wait until I say it on my own, but
whatever.
We'll see. I mean, I just wanted it to be the experience that I had because I'm confident in the experience of watching it subbed. I don't know what it's like dubbed, so I was like, I wouldn't want to introduce it that way.
I wonder how I would feel about that. Would I really care? I'm not sure.
That's the thing, because like Naruto, I started watching anime. I didn't even know what anime was. I just thought it was a cartoon. So I was watching Inuyasha and I was watching Naruto. I was watching it on Toonami on Cartoon Network. It was all in English. I didn't even know it was in Japanese. I forgot about Toonami. Yeah, I didn't even know it was originally in Japanese. So it was now I'm watching Naruto subbed. It was I've tried to switch before, and it's just now feeling normal to me because I'm so used to the English voice actors' voices. But
I will say dub stuff do be weird because every once in a while Netflix got a movie that sounds like, oh, I could get into that, and it's like Greek or something, and it's like the mouth not, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, it's fine. I mean, it wasn't like it didn't. And like I said, in general, I don't like subtitles, but like I wasn't like, I'm not watching this because it got subtitles, you know? So like I could continue watching it like.
And see, I watch with subtitles all the time. And I think that even though I'm a slow reader, like it's you really just like 2 lines at a time. So it's okay. And you just kind of get used to it. Or sometimes maybe you don't, but like I've just gotten used to it. But sometimes every now and then it depends. I might have to rewind only when there's like, if it's like something chaotic and there's more than one person talking at one time, then sometimes they'll move too fast and I gotta go back. But that rarely happens. So, yeah.
No, I feel that. I mean, it was fine. I'm excited to see what happens next.
So that's what's been making me happy. I've been reading Levi Ackerman fan fiction on Wattpad, and I have to say, stay in school, guys. As much as I've been enjoying it, I really want to read the fanfic by people who paid attention in English class. Because a lot of stuff I'll be having to correct in my head.
We're gonna have to get used to it because that's what we said. Do you see the government wrote to Harvard and was like, we're pulling your government funding, and the president of Harvard sent back an annotated.
There was a president of Harvard?
Yeah.
That sent that back?
Sent it back annotated with corrections. And it was just like covered in red. It was so funny. It was
I saw the thing. I just didn't know that's who did it.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, it said the office of the president. So that could mean a bunch of things. But I imagine like no secretary sent it. That's kind of crazy. Sending it on behalf. But from my understanding, it was the president that sent it. And it was like phrasing, question mark, and like tone. Like it was just like a bunch of like grammar stuff, and it's just like, this is coming from the government. I should not have to correct. And also like, I mean, I guess everybody needs money, but it's like Harvard could do that because they have like what kind of $1 million endowment, like they'll be fine at least for like, I mean, I ain't in their pocketbook, but like at least for the next 4 years, I'm sure. Well,
they got so many rich people, money type stuff. Like,
hopefully it's only 4 years. We'll see. Because it's only been like 103 days or whatever, 107 days. So it's like, and also now I'm trying to get in my head because I will be leaving the country. People are using the word incorrectly, but they're saying they're getting detained at the border when they're coming back into the United States. I don't think that's the correct word. I think they're being like secondary search or whatever, but they like ask them to look at your phone, they asking or whatever, and I heard that you don't have to give them access to your phone. So
see, I heard another thing, so I heard they can legally ask you.
I'm at you, Shane. That's what I'm gonna, but I probably will just comply because
I'm not trying to get into it when at the airport, like at all,
especially like the country I'm gonna be coming back from. Like I just don't, like, and I don't know. I can't be afraid of certain stuff. Like I told my friend yesterday, let me know when they rounding us up for the camps. Like that's at the point where I'm just like, whatever, because I just can't. I don't even be taking in Trump news, and that's why I feel like interacted with those whole, they detaining people at the, because they're not detained. I mean, are they detained? I feel like detain means like you can't leave, like not just in this moment, but like when you get arrested and you get detained, like they're not letting you out. I mean, I don't know. You have to get bail. I don't know. I feel like detain is the wrong word for it. They're doing a secondary search. Girl, go through my TikTok. I mean, I feel like the one thing I said about the administration that was like right up against the line, maybe a little past, I think I ended up cutting that out. You better listening to the hours and hours class because I have to find something salacious about the government on my end than to look through my phone, girl. I don't be saving none of that stuff. I don't be doing nothing. So you can go through my phone. I just like, that's weird. Like some random like gate agent or whatever going through my stuff. Why? But like, what am I finna do? Like, I already paid for my trip.
Yeah. I
also like the trauma with that situation. I've never been pulled aside ever. Outside of like, I've never been random searched. Oh, last time I went through pre-check, I was random searched, but that was like, oh wait, they needed something with my phone. With that, someone knows what I'm talking about. I went through TSA pre-check. I was randomly searched. They needed me to unlock my phone. But I forgot why. It made sense in the moment. Why they were like, girl, I don't know. I just be like, I'm not getting into it with the government. But life has been giving me joy. I know it's a generic answer, but I had a blast. Like last week was fun. I was tired. I slept all day Sunday and like all day Monday. I slept like 14 hours on Sunday. Like, but I had
having a toddler nap.
You said what?
Not you having a toddler nap, like when they ran away.
Like, life has given me. I love feeling alive, and I felt a lot like my friend Shane was in town. We went to see Beyonce, which we're gonna talk about today. We was at brunch. I went to an Afrobeats party, which I realized I should have did it in my 20s. I don't have a temperament for that kind of environment. I almost slapped somebody, and I stopped myself, and I was like,
bumping into you something? Because
I'm like, I don't care. You not that drunk. I'm sorry, you not that drunk. She flinging herself around and she elbowed me in my temple, and I went like, and I literally was like, you know what? You got stuff to lose, and you're 31. That's what. That would have been tea, because I almost tripped a lady at something too. Because there was one person where like she shoved me and I shoved her back. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Because I'm not finna just, because it was already, and I'm like, whatever, I'm short, haha. I'm not invisible, like, you know what I mean? And you're not that drunk. You're not. And I was like, and then also I thought we couldn't smoke inside. I expect weed in LA. Why are you smoking cigarettes? I was like, I should have did this in my 20s. I mean, I had a blast. I would definitely go to another one because I love Afro beats, and Kid Fury was DJing one that I wanted to go to, but I feel like it conflicted with something. But I was like, I should have did this in my 20s because I don't have the temperament. I'm like, because if I slapped that girl and she sobered up, now it's like, what, I got an assault charge at an Afrobeats party? That's kind of insane. You know what I mean? But she would have deserved it. Yeah, probably just would have been a fight. Which Shane was like, and I'm like, girl, you gonna have to do what you do. He strict. He on a tight leash. He on a tight leash with his situation. But his job, he not on it's not or nothing. Like, it's wait. He'll never listen to this, but like his job is of very much importance. He can't just be doing. He can't just be doing whatever. Like don't pray for him. I mean, you can if you want. 2 strikes, right? Right. You can pray for him if you want, but it's not that. But I mean, I guess I feel like I was at a concert and some girl was trying to start a mosh pit, and I was like, oh girl, and she was bumping into people, running in circles, bumping into people, and you could tell, and I'm like, everybody's so damn passive aggressive. Mm-hmm. I said if she comes over here again, I'm gonna put my foot out and I'm gonna trip her. Yeah. And she did not, and I'm like, because I would have done it. Yeah. I understand everybody, like, I saw some girls, like, and I feel like we were definitely among the older people at this party, because I was like, that's the first time I went somewhere, and I was like, because one of them Black events thing, I was finally wanting to go to one of those, because, my man, he'll go to be supportive, but it's not really his scene, and I know I can't ask you, so it depends on what it is. Well, All right, because I was always want to go. I've been seeing like there's always this party, LA Love a Party, and
my sister be going to stuff like that.
Oh, like
the
on
hot water cornbread stuff.
I've heard about that one. And like I said, I love Afro beats, but this is the first time I went somewhere and I was like, am I too old to be here? Because it was like so many like, now there was an auntie who had to be late 40s. She was with her man.
Late 40s crazy.
And she was maybe mid 40s, but she was definitely not, we not age mates. I'll say that. And like she was with her man and they was having a time. They was having a time. So I was whatever, but it's the first time I was like, is this a college party? Because like the demographic of people that were there, I mean, one guy that was hitting on Ushane's cousin was 34. So maybe just like it was a whole girl. We got offline. It was a whole
y'all doing? Y'all was in my room. I was like, what?
It was a whole.
When I came, I was like, dang, it's late, but I can't cook and whatever. I came out. Y'all not here. It's 2:00 in the morning. I said, I might as well cook.
Did you?
Yeah, because y'all wasn't here. I wouldn't have done it because, you know, he was on our couch or whatever, been too loud. But I was like, they not here.
Man, we didn't pull back up until 3.
Yeah, I heard y'all.
We won't even
stumbling it. No, I'm just kidding.
To be fair, I told you Shay we fumbled because you should be partying, so I don't know how he fumbled like that. But we should. I forgot I was in LA. We should have definitely pregame because when it gets to a point when the drinks are freaking like when the drinks are $20 a pop, you're not finna be throwing it back. It's just like unwise. Like you could spend your money how you want, but it's just like whatever. But it was weird because like we left here, we got dinner, and then we went. So it's just like all that would have worn off by the time we got to the spot anyway. But like, yeah, it was like a bunch of like definitely like early to mid 20-year-olds in there. I was like, are we too old to be? Like, I mean, what's the fun? But yeah, I had the time of my life. I don't want my life to be like that all the time. Or like, no, I don't. Because I was also like I was exhausted.
Dang, not getting up there. I'm in a couple like Discord servers for DreamCon, just trying to be in the mix before I go. And there was one person that had introduced themselves. They said they 25 turning 26. And somebody was like, 25 is crazy. And they was like, but then I was like, the way they was talking, they was like, I forgot I wasn't here with a bunch of old heads. I was like, oh, you would really hate because I'm turning 27 this year. Like, but the way they was acting, I was like, I was thinking you finna say you're 18 or 19. It was 22. I'm like, girl, you right behind them.
Right behind.
25?
Right behind.
To 22. I was like, and then I know some people be joking about stuff like that, and I've never felt like, I don't feel old. Like, there was a birthday, I think maybe 24. I felt old, but to be fair, my memory is terrible. I don't ever remember. I remember hearing ages that I'm like, that sounds grown, but never meeting somebody and be like, oh, you old. Yeah. Like, but some people be joking, and some people actually genuinely be like, they be calling you auntie in a condescending way or like whatever. And I'm just like, I pity you because you are going to age unless you die young. And if you really feel that way about getting older, like you're going to be miserable. Because you're never going to get your youth back.
Also, like getting older is a blessing. Now, I did have one moment where I was like, damn, I'm finna die soon, because it's kind of crazy. Like, you can't get up, girl, we're recording, sister. Oh well, gotta sit with it. But that was like a whatever.
Don't test me because I'll sit over there.
But like,
I get an extension cord.
That's crazy. But getting old is a blessing, and also like I love my 30s. I love it. I heard. It's a lot more. So shout out to the girls who stable in their 20s. But like I was a freaking mess, and I've been loving my 30s. I feel like I'm having a lot more fun. I feel alive. I feel like everything's kind of like settled in a little bit. Like I feel like this is the most clear on what I wanted to do. I've had ideas like and goals and stuff, but this is like the most clear I've been on what I want to do. Like, yeah, I'm finna be with the 20-year-olds at the party. Like, why not? And I had a good time. My voice is I sounded like Kermit the Frog on Monday. But like my voice is slowly coming back. Like been clearing my throat a lot because cigarettes inside is kind of crazy, girl. Like cigarettes, I was like, oh, we listen and judge, but it was worth it. I love Afrobeats. I had a time, had a really good time. And then Beyoncé, brunch, my type of carrying on, my type of situation. Like, and also you shouldn't have me doing stuff I would never. But then I was like, wasn't even that bad. We went to, I think because it was raining, because we went to the Hollywood Stars or whatever. I thought I would hate it because I'm like,
Walk of Fame.
Yeah, it was too much people and but it was actually very nice. Like,
what day did y'all go?
Saturday.
Oh yeah.
But because it was raining, it was missing. It was cold.
It smelled like piss over there. But I really want to go see George Eastman's star. I still haven't seen it.
It's actually quite nice. No, I didn't see because it's like miles.
Yeah.
But like
you can look up the number, it'll tell you where it is.
Yeah, they got an app and stuff. Yeah. But it's not up to date because I asked. There's people trying to get you to go on their tours and stuff, so they act like they want to help you. I mean, he didn't want to help me. He was like, "You looking for a star?" And I'm like, "I'm looking for Mindy Kaling's." I knew we wanted to be over there because she just got it like a couple weeks ago, and he put it in the app and it didn't come up. She's like, "Oh, maybe she doesn't have one." I'm like, "Oh, no, my queen has a star." Yeah. That's not what I.
Why would I ask for a random person that I didn't know had a star?
Like, and actually apologize because not too much on my like. She has a star. She is a star. You just pissed me off. Like, maybe she doesn't have one. Well, you don't have one because you're nobody. You suck. Don't ever talk about Mindy like that again. what do I say? You pathetic little man. You have no land. That's how I felt when she said no. I don't think it's like up to date because he was like, I want to see Beyonce's star, but Beyonce doesn't have a star, which maybe she don't want to pay for one because like way overdue. But so he settled for Destiny's Child, which is like fine. But so I was like, I'm like being a good sport about it. I'm like, he's never been to LA. Like, fine, we could do the touristy stuff, and it was actually like interesting to be like, oh, like we saw Michael Jackson star. Like you see, like, oh, like I didn't know like this person had a star. Like, like it was actually like quite nice. I didn't expect it to be nice.
Yeah, and it's cool to see like also names you don't know, to Google them, right? Stuff like that. Like I haven't been when's the last time I went to the Hollywood Walk of Fame? Probably high school, maybe. Because I just remember last time we was at the Hollywood and Highland train station and a rat ran over my friend's foot. She had sandals on too. I would have to get that shit amputated.
That sounds so Hollywood. And I feel like because it was cold and rain. Yeah. Hollywood is just so. But because it was cold and rainy, it was annoying because it was rain. LA rain. It was misting. But like, it wasn't too much going on. It was just, there was people out. People was like, whatever. So it was so crowded, but it wasn't like what I thought it was gonna be. And like, I was like surprised how good of a time I was having because like, I mean, outside of like I'm with my friend and whatever, like, cause I wouldn't go to Hollywood by choice ever. But
you ever been in a wax museum?
I might do some tourist stuff because I'm like, technically like I am a tourist. Like I just moved here, so even some of the stuff we did, we went to the Griffith Park. Like I'd never been up there, so it was like, yeah, this actually was. It was nice. I didn't mind that. It was like when he said he wanted to see the star, I'm like, we're in the park and whatever, but it was fine. It was fine. And it was like I said, like nice to see. Like I want to go find Mindy's star.
There's a restaurant over there I haven't been to in a long time.
Which one?
It's called Pink Pepper.
Oh, like by the Chinese theater and stuff?
Probably. I haven't been there since I was a kid. The Thai food though. Oh yeah, the El Capitan. We used to love going there.
What's that?
It's a movie theater, but it's like I think they play all types of movies, but it's like especially for kids. Like they always have I don't even know how to explain it. Like it always just has something extra going on. Like when kids movies come out, like the characters be there. Like it's just more elaborate of a theater.
Oh,
like yeah,
it's by that.
I think it's over there. Yeah, I think it's in Hollywood over there.
It was like it was regular. Like I was, you can't talk to the characters because the minute you talk to them, they want you to pay them. And it's like I said out loud, I'm like, why Mickey got Jordans on? You couldn't even commit to the bid.
You couldn't. People just be doing anything.
Like you couldn't commit to the bid. You couldn't get you some big old whatever.
Mickey got Jordans.
Yeah, it's like Shane was like, yeah, what's up, bro? Because you're not Mickey. You didn't even try. But yeah, life's been good. And I just pray God just leave me alone. Like I don't need my car breaking down. I don't need nothing. Just life's been good. Just be cool. Be cool. Like, please. Cause that's been really joy. I'm having a good time.
All right, T. Speaking of a good time, we went to the Beyonce concert.
I knew Beyonce would fix me. So like I feel that's another reason why. And Nikki was like, girl, whatever. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I said on the show, I said it to many people, I knew hearing Sweet Honey Bucking in person would fix me. But yeah, we went to Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce is just so like
she's salty.
Somebody was like, my problem with Beyonce is that like once you see her, it's like, what else I got to look forward to? And it's like
that's a thing. But to me, because I was like, I ain't seen no show like that. You probably won't see no show like that. Like the way, I mean, we couldn't see it, but
that's another story.
One thing, only criticism. I'm not gonna say my criticism about Beyonce on online, because why would I do that? I don't really have any. It wasn't even her fault. It was like our seats sucked, and we should have. But we couldn't really pick because of the way
that Beehive pre-sale was chaotic.
It was chaotic, but I love my queen. Like I said, she's not gonna criticism from me because I don't have nothing to criticize. But baby girl, you're not getting me again with that pre-sale. For Act 3, I'm just gonna buy in Gen Pop. I'm just gonna be ready the day it drops in Gen Pop to buy, because that was so chaotic and our seats were so expensive and we couldn't see the screen clearly, because you could see some stuff, but when I went on TikTok later and saw how much stuff we missed,
I was like, oh no, never again. I'm going to see her again on Friday, and I was like, and I'm gonna go a third time. I cut some stuff out of my budget so that I could accommodate a third Beyonce concert, just because like you just want to see as much as you can.
You want to see as much as you can,
and it's just like I already knew, like I already had a great time without seeing that, and I just know
once I can see everything,
it's gonna be different.
Especially like I just want to see, like, because I even saw my queen Mindy. I got multiple queens, but Mindy went on Sunday. And even where she was sitting, like, she was in a suite. So she wasn't up on Beyonce, up underneath her, but she could see the screen. The screen made such a difference. It's like, because even like the couch that I thought she was sitting on, I went on TikTok later and found out it was a pair of lips. You know what I mean? And my vision ain't the best, but I knew which one was Beyonce and which one, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like, I have to see it again. And I was sitting in the concert being like, I'm seeing her again. Mm-hmm. I just didn't know if I was going to go again in LA or if I was going to go to Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. But she ate down. Wow.
Like, that's one thing. I don't understand why people be playing with her.
People be playing with her. And I feel like if I was an artist, I would have to block Beyonce out of my mind, because it's just like something to know you could never be the best. Like, I've just never seen the amount of care she puts in the stuff. Like, every single minute detail has been like observed. I even saw a clip today about like how like on night one, like she had like I don't even know what those are called. Like some jeans have it. It's like a little like piece of fabric that it's just a loop on like she had a loop on her when she did America Has a Problem. Like it was like a little loop. And she was doing her thing, and then she did like a slight touch on her hip. She was like, she knew something was wrong because the loop hat came off. It was like a mini wardrobe malfunction. Like it was she like a slight. She's still doing her thing. She's still dancing. Slight feel on the hip. She's like, wait, something's wrong. Very slyly picked it up. Didn't miss a beat. Tucked it into her leotard. It kept doing the thing, and then she like winked at the camera because like somebody saw her record. Like she was like, yeah, I saw it too. Like she don't miss a beat. I love how like Blue.
Yeah, ate down.
I cried. Like when I because the way y'all talk about that little girl from when she was born, and the way y'all talked about her like on Renaissance and like whatever, and like you got kids who like there's kids who dance better than her. I'm like, and nobody talking about your community center dance whatever. Like she's literally, you would be nervous too. Like she was dancing for 70,000 people. Like what are you talking about? And just to see how much has changed in so little time. Like she's just so, I leaned over to Dalanie. I'm like, she is so brave. Mama is walking to the end of the stage, eating down in front of 70,000 people. There's adults who couldn't do that.
Like that's crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah.
And the way she's just so confident, and it's just so beautiful to like watch that and just to be alive at the same time. Like, and we're seeing it in real time. Like we're seeing this like artist development in real time. Like what, she gonna be unstoppable. What are you talking? The way she ate down. And I saw this one clip. She knows that people be calling her the manager. Mm-hmm. You saw that clip?
Oh, yeah. Somebody had the sign
that said, "We love you, Manager Blue," and she was like. She's like, "You're so funny." Like I was not that cool at 12. I was like, or 13. I was not cool at all. Like, you are cool. Like, no, I'm so proud of her. Like I know her. Mm-hmm. That is insane. Like what? I
don't even know what to say. It's Beyonce.
And then,
come on.
And then Rumi.
Yeah.
And people have been so weird about that too. I'm like, y'all are weird. And I just hope that you are lucky that I'm not God. Y'all are lucky that his grace is sufficient, because mine isn't. Because the way that y'all was talking about that little girl, and she's just like a breath of fresh air to me, because like, just because your 7-year-old be picking their butt and be on their iPad and can't talk to nobody, she's like so happy and she's just joyful and she's just happy to be included. Like, y'all let me out here. And then our night when she was talking and stuff, she was like, oh, y'all, this night too now. I can do what I want. Like, that's how a 7-year-old is supposed to be acting. Y'all used to 7-year-olds being on their iPad and doing and not having no personality. Like
if you're, I was gonna say, if your 7-year-old looked out and they saw like literally tens of thousands of people, the lights are blinking, they're waving, they're cheering for you. Like, that's
and they're cheering for you. You're gonna be excited.
Yeah.
And then I think the first night she was like, oh shoot, my mom is Beyonce. And she like, that's what made me like tear up when she went and hugged Beyonce night one. She was and Beyonce singing to you and all this. Yeah. She's acting how a 7-year-old is supposed to act. I feel we lost the plot. Y'all used to 7-year-olds being on TikTok, having iPads, doing skincare routines. No, that is how a 7-year-old is supposed to act. Like, and if your 7-year-old is not full of joy and whatever, I don't know, maybe you should like reflect on your parenting. Like, she's just so whatever. She's a kid. She's acting like a kid.
I just retweet the pictures and whatever. I don't discuss Beyonce online because
you can't read the comments. Most of them are mostly positive, but I only scroll 1, 2, and I'm like, I don't want to see nothing that's gonna piss me off.
I don't read nothing y'all have to say about Beyonce. I'm just like, I enjoy the lady, and you're not gonna take that away from me. And hey, Beyonce would have to come down here and kick my own mama in the chest, like. And
I might be like, thank you for kicking Ina. I don't know, like, I know you didn't mean to, and even if you did, I'm sorry. Like,
I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's Beyonce, so.
And she's just so sweet. Like, there was this one moment that I teared up many times during that class. That, like, at the right at the opening of the show, when she was like twirling around, I'm like, she's just a girl. Like, I'm just like, and she's having fun. And then the mic is on. Like
I'm like, y'all go see other people? Because the mic be on. Beyonce can sing. Like,
the mic is on, and like someone said it, like, I was like, yeah, actually, exactly how she sounds on the record is how she sounds in person. Sometimes better.
Like,
she just gets better and better. Like, yeah, I don't see no competitor. Wow. I was blown away. I'm gonna be even more blown away when I can see everything.
Yeah.
Just being in the same room as Beyonce was enough for me, but like, just once I could see for real.
Yeah. It's just gonna be different. I can't wait.
Like, it was just like, if you can see it, I would recommend going. Yeah, even like, if it's even like, I know, like, obviously it's a classical music show, but like, just like a great display of artistry. Like, and I was even sitting there thinking, like, what would classical music have to do to fill an arena like this?
I don't know. It would have to be like even then it would be hard, but it'd have to be like a ballet or something, like something more than y'all just. Not just, but you know what I mean. Like, for the average person, it's just. But yeah, Beyonce just so.
She'll make me nervous. I was like, girl, get down. Like, when I didn't like that horn, that shoe horn that she was on.
Not shoe horn.
What's it called? Horseshoe. A shoe horn is what you. Stuff. That's what a shoe horn is. It's the thing that you.
Yeah. She would be flying through the air, and I was like, girl, Tina Turner would have gave you a heart attack. But you gotta understand that Tina Turner is Beyonce to Beyonce. Yeah. Like, so I'm like, because Tina Turner would be on stuff. She would be on like the crane that goes all the way out to the audience, and she would be dancing on that with no harness on. She was fearless, man. R.I.P.
I just didn't like the way they was that horseshoe was zooming. That's why I ain't like not too much with Beyonce. Like,
yeah, it was zooming, but I also think it probably had to be, because like if it goes too slow, then it would. Oh, you know, like it has to travel at a certain speed for the like momentum or whatever. I mean, my physics era, but yeah. But I'm like, oh, I bet you her kids probably got on that like in the rehearsal,
right?
Like,
riding around. Like, she ate down. Now, the only thing I will say, she not right for them cups, them drinks.
Let me tell y'all about that damn drink.
Beyonce, close your ears, girl. She ain't listen to this. But I'm just saying, like, she not right for them cups. She not right.
Beyonce tried to peer pressure me into drinking because I don't drink alcohol, but we was I wanted the Cowboy cup. So if y'all don't know, she has some signature cocktails that are in this. It's in a cup that has a little cowboy hat top to it. So I went up to the frozen drink section and was like, do you guys have any frozen drinks without alcohol? No, because they're all pre-mixed, whatever. I was like, can I just buy the cup? And he was like, well, no, you can't buy the cups. And then we went to the different bar, and they also was like, well, it was also weird because like at first he said no to making a version, but then he was like, he pulled some strings. He decided to charge me, like, if you bought a drink, you could buy another cup, but he decided to charge me another cup price and actually make me a version of the cocktail because it wouldn't be the liquor price. But I was just like, we went to waste entirely too much to get them damn cups.
Yeah, but I that was confusing to me because I assumed, because like the situation, like we're not at a bar, we're at like a stadium, I just assumed that because they're the slushy's fine, even though I didn't expect the Blue Ivy one to be mixed with whatever, but like it's just what it is, you know. But I just assumed that because you're making the drinks, like for the signature cocktails, that you would just be charged a price anyway, and then you just gonna make it without alcohol. Like I don't understand why that was. You're actually up because you're saving a shot. So I didn't understand why it was a discussion. That's why I was so confident. Like, oh yeah, we just get a virgin one at the thing. Like and then he was like, well, I'm like, what do you mean, well?
Yeah,
you making the same.
I would have paid the price. He was nice enough to give it to me for less because I was like, I would have.
Oh, he gave it to you for less.
Yeah, you remember you charged that $15.
Oh, he was trying to pull strings to make you pay less because.
Yeah, which I was like, thank you, because I would have just paid.
That's what I thought we were gonna
do.
Liquor price. Yeah,
I just wanted the cup. I really don't even need it in the cup, but I was like, if I could get something in the cup, then
why not?
Yeah, why not? But like, I just wanted the cup.
Them freaking cups, man. I mean, I got mine. It was cute, little cowboy hat and stuff like that. But it was $50 for the drink. I'm like, Beyonce. I mean, I'm paid, but I wasn't. I might get another one. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I have no notes. Yeah. I have no notes. I'm just like, only thing is, I'm not doing that pre-sale again. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not doing that pre-sale. I feel like I would only do a pre-sale because I do want to do one Beyonce concert just in the pit. So like, maybe that would be like, because that's the only artist I would want to see in the pit. Yeah. I can't think of another artist that I would. An artist that I'll put serious bread on would be Cardi B, probably. I love Cardi. But I feel like I want to do at least one Beyonce concert, like, in a mix. Because, like, the videos you see online, it's like people really just be right there. That's so insane to me. So, maybe the next time, because I saw what you for now. And that's what it was. She said something that kind of like, I was like, not too much. We don't need to. It gave retirement vibes. I'm like, girl, no. I don't know what to tell you except no. Like, girl. The way she was phrasing it, I was like, that's cute. Anyway, if we take a little break, ain't nobody saying you can't take no break. Cause I wasn't expecting her to go on tour this soon. Yeah. Me neither. Because when that big announcement that she was announcing, I was like, ain't no way it's a tour. That's why I was so stressed about the tickets, because I was like, she going to less cities and all that type of stuff. I'm like, I have to, like, I just felt better that I had my ticket. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, we know she's at least doing one more. But then after that, it's not. Because also, like, yeah, girl, I don't tell you, but you have to in the studio. Like, I don't know. Also, I know you don't even gotta do too much. You got all them songs that we would never hear. Go pick one of them. Pick 20 of them and fashion them into an album. It don't want to be an album. You could put it on individual CDs. I'll buy it. Like, just floppy disk. Figure it out, girl. Like, you not retiring. I'm sorry, I don't tell you. So. Oh well. But anyway, go see Beyonce. Period. This was a very not review, but I mean, because what were we finna say? It's Beyonce. That's the review. It's Beyonce. And if you don't know, go see. Like, I don't have any critiques about the performance. Like, what does one say? I should go see if I can find a review. I'm actually very curious, because I'm like, as somebody who we both review performances. I do not have a critique.
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't even really like. I remember when we thought about doing a Cowboy Carter episode, and I was hesitant. I really don't like talking about Beyonce publicly, just because like I very much enjoy her, and I'm not really interested in what other people think, and I just know how insufferable people can be about Beyonce, that like I just don't like it, you know, like that's why I'm just kind of like, it was great, just go see it. And I made I don't want to say mistake or whatever, but I was just like curious. I've read reviews of Beyonce stuff before, but I just know that how weird people can be, because I read the Washington Post review of Cowboy Carter, and it was scathing. Yeah. So if you have Washington Post, I mean, I just canceled mine, not because of that, because that was last year, but yeah. But I was just like, y'all, like, I think the same thing. I feel like people talk about like how you can't really have stans like critiquing and commenting on people that they stan, but it's like it's the other way too. You very clearly hate Beyonce. Yeah, you know, like, and that was the same thing with that girl who had to deactivate her Twitter, which I was like, oh, I don't condone bullying except for you. After she did her critique of the Renaissance film, and you could just tell, I'm like, you just literally hate Beyonce, because she was like critiquing the way that she was talking about her kids and stuff. I'm like, she probably loves her kids.
She clearly loves her
kids.
Like,
you can, like, I understand you all Beyonce, you have your other gripes about Beyonce, but like now you're talking about her motherhood and like all that type of stuff. It's kind of weird to me. That's why I'm just like, I don't like that whole they talking about Rumi. I don't know, because I just scroll. I see the pictures and the videos and I retweet them, because like, I just feel like a lot of people, they just love sucking joy out of stuff. Beyonce has been Beyonce since I was a kid. I'm holding on to this girl. I love everything she does. I'm gonna have to be a sheep about it. I don't know what to tell you.
I feel like that's why I was listening to an interview that Tina was doing, and she was tearing up because Miss Tina, my bad. Sorry, I don't want to be disrespectful. That Miss Tina was doing, and she was tearing up because the whole like Beyonce isn't pregnant rumors and how that affected their family, because like apparently she had a lot of trouble conceiving, and it's like people think that it was a freaking prosthetic, and it's just like what are y'all doing? I feel like they don't realize that she's still a person, you know, and it's like obviously clearly she's a good mother, because the way Rumi is like latching onto her and whatever, she don't care nothing about this concert you at. You my mama, you singing to me like I'm excited to be on stage. Like even that, and even the care that she has, you really pay attention to when Blue Ivy is on stage and when she exit, like the care of preserving her innocence. She's still a kid.
Yeah, as soon as they started doing the dance and Crazy in Love, Blue Ivy
she leaves every time. She always has a completely different costume. There's even times where she's completely covered up. Like it's just like the care, like there's like, you don't have to guess that she's a good mother. You don't have to. It's like you just like to be contrarian, like Beyonce not even that good. That's a lie.
But yeah, people
like,
just like to
that's
be
embarrassing.
Miserable. Y'all are miserable.
You're miserable.
Because I remember it was I guess Miss Tina said in her book that they miscarried so many times that she stopped telling family.
Oh my God.
You know, like, that's why I'm just like, y'all not gonna. Beyonce's looked me in my eyes before. You're never gonna. We like this. That's my girl. I'm gonna text her after this.
Period. So I said, what's up?
Like, I don't know what to tell you.
I think I'm gonna read that. I'm actually gonna read that book, because I normally don't listen to the read when they do interviews, but I listened to that particular episode with Miss Tina because I heard that they did a Sinners review, and I was dragged to Sinners. I really enjoy it. Ryan Coogler's a genius. And that's something, if you can handle it. I barely could handle it, but I may do, because it's not scary, it's just graphic, which is scary for me because I'm a weenie. But it kind of went into the Miss Tina interview. I'm gonna finish it because I think it was a little bit more balanced. Sometimes Kid Fury just like gets quiet and it's just not balanced, but I think because he knows Miss Tina, and it's obviously like this Beyonce's mama, like, be serious, it was just like really involved. And she said something really profound. I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna buy the book. I'm finna read it, because I actually enjoy a memoir. But it's like, I think like people are so used to like, that's not how they really are, that's not that. I'm like, they seem, I don't know them people, but they seem like family's very important. They seem like good people. Like, this lady doing her job and excelling at it, and people get weird about it. I'm just like, you really can't tell me nothing about Beyonce. Like when Nicki was like, oh girl, I'm like, no, I knew Sweet Honey Bucking in person would fix me. I heard it did. fixed.
Yeah, that's when you told me that. I was like, don't tell me that, because I believe, I've said this before, I believe everybody has 2 or 3 things in life they're allowed to be ridiculous about. I almost cut my own grandma off. But she was like, what's that Kendrick lyric?
I was about to say,
I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it.
Yeah.
Girl, when she was talking about Beyonce, I said, and she not even know, like, hey, like, if she watched, I watched Homecoming with my grandma and whatever, but she just, sometimes she'd be a little just complainy. And so, like, and also my grandma very much on the whole, the Western stuff. So she was like, well, this way, and we used to do it this way. And I'm just like, girl, I'm just telling you right now, I didn't even watch the Beyonce Bowl in the room with the rest of my family, because it was on Christmas. And they was like, Dalanie, come here. I said, I'm not watching it with y'all. Like, y'all don't understand.
My family was sick. The way I was screaming, me and Monica, the way we were screaming in there, they was just like, but also, I will say, besides me and Monica screaming, the whole living room was quiet. Because be quiet when the queen is on TV. And they were, enamored and blown away by her artistry. Like, my uncle, me. Everybody was eyes was on Beyonce. Ain't nobody was on their phone. Because be some respect, please. Like,
I'll tell y'all, like,
it gets weird with Beyonce. And I decided, like, I forgot what it was, because I've always been a Beyonce fan, but, like, not really a stan. I'm just like, oh yeah, I enjoy her. That's changed. But like, that's just my girl, like, whatever. But I forgot the turning point where I'm like, you really can't say that to me about Beyonce. Like, I don't allow contrarians, like, when I'm dating. It's a litmus test. It's part of the litmus test. I don't want to hear, like, oh, Beyonce. I don't want to hear nothing, because if you got something bad to say about Beyonce, I don't care. I don't know her.
What other opinions you got?
Exactly.
That's why I'm like, y'all call me ridiculous. I don't think I could be friends with somebody that didn't like Beyonce. Like, you dislike. I mean, she don't gotta be your favorite artist ever. But
even Nicki, like me, you can't be Beyonce, but like Nicki be like, I mean, I enjoy her. I'm like, yeah, keep it cute. I'm about to say that's about it. And that's also like, Beyonce is just like, there's no artist like that. Like, I just don't understand. I just think sometimes people think it's cute to be like,
yeah. Because
there was even something, I'm like, people, I feel like haters, I just don't know what that energy, I don't know what that's like, but they wake up in the morning and they get on threads and be like, what can I say just to, and it's like, I saw somebody be like, the way Beyonce with the Western wear. I'm like, you acting like what are you even saying? She's also from Houston. Yeah. I don't know. What a miserable life. But anyway, shout out to Beyonce. Beyonce, I love you. Hey, queen. Anyway, we should move on. Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. Time for Black Excellence, where we hype you up, gas you up, and give you a prop, because there's room for everyone at the top. Who are you talking about?
This week, I'm talking about Beyonce.
Period.
She's my Black Excellence this week, next week, and every week. So,
period. My piece of the week is daughter. So, there we go. Thank you so much for listening to Classically Black Podcast. Don't forget to, Beyoncé Black Podcast. Don't forget to follow us on social media at Beyoncé Black Podcast. You can shop our merch. That is classicallyblackpodcast.com/store. Join our Patreon, the Ebony Tower. That's patreon.com/classicallyblackpodcast. Thank you for listening, and we will catch y'all next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.